and we are Magic Academy. Welcome back. I am your head seeker today, Ev, and this is Curse of Strahd.
Beady Bob.
Okay, we are joined today by Aliza.
Hello. I had an eye doctor appointment today, so my eyes hurt, and so does my head.
Do be like that sometimes. Haley.
My dog's acting weird, so if I have to leave all of a sudden, so sorry in advance.
Sarah.
Oh, there's no more podcast. So the podcast isn't here. It doesn't see me.
And Randall.
Oh,
I found out today that Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal are on Broadway, and I've never wanted to see something more in my life.
Randall, I'm so sorry. That has not. That's unimpressive compared to the fact that this bird is rubbing his own head on Sarah's thumb, like the sweetest little bean.
But what if we told you?
Cat.
But what if we told you Denzel was playing Othello?
Nothing for the crowd. Okay.
Cool.
Evelyn, we can go see ourselves out.
Yeah. You can be part of the Magic Academy by liking this video, subscribe, and hitting that notification bell so you never miss a new episode. While you're doing that, let's jump into today's episode of Curse of Strahd, the Empty Castle.
Sigh.
I swear to fucking God, if this castle is empty, I'm gonna be so fucking angry.
First things first, I would actually like all of my players here to take off their headphones. And I will give you a thumbs up to come back. Oh,
you speaking of chat alone?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. This is revolutionary. I hate this.
I hate this.
All right. Bye, chat. I hope you have a great conversation. Make sure to click things that are good.
Let me just hide Video Ninja so I don't get distracted by whatever tomfoolery these nerds get up to. Anyway, hi chat, it's just you and me now. It's just us. Last we left our heroes, they had just begun their journey towards Castle Ravenloft. And we zoom out from our heroes as they set off on the next leg of their adventure, cross Barovia and head over to Castle Ravenloft itself, where as we cross this landscape, it is beautiful. Seeing the view from the very height of Barovia as Strahd stands on the balcony of the tallest tower, it is truly a beautiful place. Despite the doom and gloom here, we can see the wall of fog that surrounds this land, see the forests, the hills, the mountains, the rivers, and it's beautiful. And we see Strahd standing at the balcony of the tallest tower, an imposing figure, gazing out over this place and not truly appreciating its beauty because his mind is elsewhere. He's looking out in the direction of where our heroes are approaching. And we see a raven fly in, land next to him, and become human. And we see Irvin Martikov, one of the owners of the Blue Water Inn, standing there looking upset and uncomfortable. And he says to Strahd, "They left the girl behind." And Strahd smiles wickedly, grinning, and he turns to Irvin with a slight sidelong glance and says, "Perfect. Good." Rahadin, and stepping out of the dark, shadowy doorway behind him is his chamberlain, Rahadin. And he says, "Rahadin, return the man's child to him. And make sure there is a warm welcome for our guests." Make sure they feel welcome. Let them explore just a little. And when I return, we'll see how it goes. Rahadi nods and leads Irvin back into the castle as Strahd once more leans on the balcony, staring out at his kingdom. And he, the king. And we zoom out on this scene and cut back to our adventurers. Come back.
I'm back.
Come back. Riddle. Return to me, my lovely adventurers. Do we got Haley? Okay.
Ooh, we got a VIP.
Very nice. Oh, Shine Bright, we love you. We find our adventurers beginning their trek to Castle Ravenloft. Is there anything that you all, as you make your way across Barovia, are talking about, are discussing, are how are you preparing yourselves for when you arrive?
Bless you for thinking we're prepared. Bless you for having so much faith in us.
I mean, 3 does a diagnostic and a little check of their weapons. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's happening right now. He was dead silent for like 10 minutes. I was like, okay. Come here.
We're fully rested, right? No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You should be.
Yeah.
You should absolutely have had a long rest.
With my 0 wild shapes and 23 out of 49 hit points.
Yeah, you should make sure you have your long rest in there. Definitely.
Make sure I rested Percy because I probably forgot that. No, it looks like he's good.
Yeah. You did leave Irina behind, so it is just the 4 of you and Percy.
That's right.
Yeah, taking Irina to the castle felt ewy.
Bad idea.
That seems like a bad idea.
Bad idea.
But yeah, I guess like my character is not exactly the emotional core of anything. So I don't think they have anything to say to anyone else at this time, unless someone else has a question or something they want to say.
I am asking Ellie how she cast the spell Sleet Storm so that I can copy it in my book.
Oh, you want to learn Sleet Storm?
Yeah.
If the DM will let you learn it, then
I
yeah.
think that's one I can actually do right now because of a different thing.
So
No, it's kind of
with learning spells, there is a monetary cost to learning spells.
One second.
Um,
I don't know how much that
It
is.
might be 100 times spell level, but I don't remember. I haven't played this in a long time.
That'd be convenient.
I think it is something like
That
that.
would
Copper?
be convenient.
No, gold.
For each level of the spell, the process takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold.
Damn it, I'm short. I'm short 70 gold. It's fine. I don't think it'll take us 8 hours.
No, it will not take you 8 hours. It will probably take you about, I'll say like 3 hours walk to get there. I think it's technically longer, but I'm just going to say 3. I don't feel like counting hexes.
Fair.
And 3,
Yeah, I'm still asking
3 feels
questions, at
fair.
least.
3 is our thematic number. I mean, 3 is generally a pretty thematic number. So I don't know if I can really say it's ours, but yeah, you all make your way across Barovia over to the castle.
Why did I do the Girl Scout hand sign?
Girl Scout. Yes.
Sorry. I do believe from the last time we played, Ellie had noted, like, told everyone, Sarah. Ellie had told everyone that she does have the ability to cast invisibility on herself, as well as I believe I can do it up to when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, you can target 1 additional. So I could do 1, 2, 3 additional people as well. So, and I believe Lil, you also have invisibility, correct? Or
I have greater invisibility.
okay, I knew somebody else did. So we, in theory, we could all invisibility it up and do like full reconnaissance, stealtherton. It'll take my whole 5th level spell slot, so I hope you guys don't want me to use Hallow, but it's an option.
I mean, our plan is not. Oh my god. Our plan is not to. Yeah, you went all the way out. I know. Our plan is not to fight him today, so I'm not.
Right.
I don't think we'll be hurting for that 5th level spell slot.
For sure.
And I only become. It looks like I am only invisible for 1 minute.
What? That's crazy.
1 minute.
Is that by 2024 rules or by the 5th edition rule? Because we're playing in 5th edition for this game.
Regular invisibility is an hour. How is
It might have changed. I don't know.
Only a minute.
I imagine it's more combat focused.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yes.
I believe greater invisibility is more combat focused because it doesn't have the condition of
I can't target multiples.
No.
Well, that and with invisibility versus greater invisibility, with invisibility, if the spell ends if that target attacks or casts a spell, greater invisibility does not. So I think it's that combat focus versus reconnaissance focus.
Period.
Cool.
Sorry, that was all I wanted to point out for planning wise. If you guys want to go with that route.
I say we just give it a shot. We walk up, see if, I don't know, the door's propped open, and we just walk inside and poke our head around. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? And if things hit the fan, well, I don't know. We've managed to blast our way out of plenty of situations. Plus, I still have tons of that potion that can get us out of here. As I open up my trench coat filled with the potions that teleport us out of Barovia.
Yes,
For
why
sure,
haven't
that's
we
exactly
tried
what they
these
do.
yet? We're choosing to not use these because we want to help
But-
everyone first, right?
You're more than welcome. I could give you some, but I didn't want it. My fear is if I take it, that I will disappear, and then Percy will take it, and he won't disappear, and then I'll be stuck without him for the rest of my life. And that sounds terrible. But if you want to take it and try it out,
No.
you can.
No. I want to stay and help people.
Lil,
I have a vampire to go.
we could go up to a random person, tie them down, and then have them drink it and see how it works. And then if it's poison, no harm comes to us.
No.
I love how Ellie's like, no.
Sorry, I was telling my dog no. I forgot I didn't mute again. He's trying to stand on my desk, so it's I think for now we hold on to them and just as a backup plan.
Yes. I will keep them tucked in my trench coat, and I will close my trench coat full of mysterious bottles that clearly work.
As you walk, you hear a little jingle of the potions, little glass clinking together.
Oh yeah.
And you all make your way towards Castle Ravenloft. You get to about here. If you can see where this is, near the gate. And you see, as you may remember, many weeks ago, the at the spot where the road diverges, the part of the road goes back to Vallaki, part of the road goes down towards Sarah Falls, and the road ahead of you goes to Castle Ravenloft. And parked at the fork in the road, pointed east toward the castle, is a large black carriage drawn by 2 horses. The same large black carriage and the same 2 black horses. The horses snort puffs of steamy breath into the chill mountain air, and the side door of the carriage once again swings open silently, inviting you in. Lil?
I think I know where Haley keeps getting that I'm invisible, because I forgot that I had this until I went back to check my stuff. I took the dark gift of Bond the Evasive, and I have the benefits of amulet of proof against detection and location, and a ring of evasion.
I knew I
That's
wasn't
why
making
you think
shit
I'm
up in my head.
And what that means, I already forgot. But I know he can't find me by magical means.
I would prefer yeah, right now. Yeah. I would prefer that we yeah, go over there. I would prefer that we I would rather meet Strahd on our own terms, not on his.
I feel like your bird also has that opinion.
Okay.
I think for now, we would be best to go along with the carriage. Maybe. I don't know. I'm old.
I agree with you, Al. Sorry.
Did you just say you're old? You've been writing on a fucking what's it called? What is the name of this thing?
The
Shield Guardian.
Oh god,
I
I
was
forgot
like-
you had. I keep forgetting you have that goddamn shield guardian.
When
You gave him to
millennials-
me. He's my carriage, literally.
You
That's
gave
what I
him
use
to
him for.
me.
It's like when millennials get to the old age, they're gonna be like, I don't know, I'm old. They just walk away.
That's literally it.
Are we so you would rather take the carriage than
Obviously, he
approach on
knows
our
we're
own
coming.
of our own volition?
Oh, actually, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it would be better if we didn't take the carriage, because then if we take the carriage, then he'll know we're coming.
I think he already knows we're coming, or else the carriage wouldn't be here. Or at least he knows the 3 of you are coming, because he can't magically see me with divination magic. So it says you can't be targeted by such divination magic or perceived through magical scrying sensors.
I believe
Oh.
that maybe we should all go back to that temple and all take that little spell thingy there.
Be like,
That
everyone
sounds
gets this.
mighty
there
useful.
are ways to keep an eye on all of
He's
you
pissed.
that are not magical.
I'm sure he has raven spies though. But yes, he knows we're on our way. Otherwise he wouldn't have sent this.
So, what you're saying is the invisibility plan is out the window?
Probably.
Well, the invisibility might work. We might need that for the actual break-in.
Now, I could always cast it in emergency situations. If he does try to attack us, I can cast it on everyone and then we can try to make a quick escape.
Okay.
Backup plans.
I think the backup plan, the other backup plan, is send Lil after him with a sword.
Yes. I'm here for stabs. Let me stab.
Well, I suppose if it doesn't matter either way, we could play along. What do you think, Kellum?
I don't mind not walking, and this beats walking, so I'm here for that.
I like above table. I am kind of curious. I'm curious.
I would like
Let's have fun.
to
Let's
do
take the
it.
less optimal route.
I guess let's hop in the carriage.
Can I investigate the carriage first before we all go hopping in this bitch?
Sure.
What are you looking for?
Any kind of trap, if it's gonna just lock the door behind us and we're gonna be stuck in there.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
A rogue gonna rogue because she don't trust anybody. Even with the 5, that's a 14.
With a 14, you see this carriage poses no threat. These horses don't seem evil. They just seem like horses that have a job to do.
No more evil horses. Damn.
No, you guys got all the evil horses. These horses seem like pretty normal. They're just doing a job.
Okay. Seems
All right.
safe enough.
I will open the door for everyone.
Yeah, and you all climb into this carriage, and as soon as the door closes, it begins to move down the road towards Castle Ravenloft.
Is the shield guardian or the stone guardian or whatever, is it just like dead sprinting next to the carriage? Like,
Yeah, it's
The
gonna follow
carriage-
me no matter what.
The carriage isn't going like super duper fast, so like the shield guardian is like at a higher speed, but he's not like sprinting. He's like just taking his real long strides because he big.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Me and Callum both have true seeing.
Correct.
After winding through the forest and craggy mountain peaks, the road takes a sudden turn to the east, and the startling, awesome presence of Castle Ravenloft towers before you. The carriage comes to a dead stop before twin turrets of stone, broken from years of exposure. Beyond these guard towers is the precipice of a 50-foot wide, fog-filled chasm that disappears into unknown depths. A lower drawbridge of old, shored-up wooden beams stretches across the chasm between you and the archway to the courtyard. The chains of the drawbridge creak in the wind, their rust-eaten iron straining under the weight. From atop the high walls, stone gargoyles stare at you out of their hollow eye sockets and grin hideously. A rotting wooden portcullis, green with growth, hangs above the entry tunnel. Beyond this location, the main doors of Ravenloft stand open. A rich, warm light spills from within, flooding the courtyard. Torches flutter sadly in sconces on both sides of the open doors.
Hmm. Can I see the tallest tower from where we're currently at?
You can. In fact, I will show you. I think it's this one.
Awesome.
Stream.
There's no windows. Motherfucker.
Nope.
Are there any windows on any? Oh, well, Jai's a vampire. He doesn't want sunshine. Well, no, there's no sunshine here.
There are no windows.
I gotta figure out how to get up there.
It's quite the invitation. Isn't he having a party?
Could be.
Mhm. I've never
believe
been to
we
one of
were-
Strahd's parties.
We were all invited. Well, this might have been before Lil joined us.
I definitely have not ever been invited here.
I believe we all were near the beginning of our journey together, actually. Oh, Liz,
Yes,
you weren't with us at the moment.
Did y'all turn down an invitation from Strahd?
Quite a few, actually.
We actually, turned down is a strong word. It's more like ignored.
We were distracted. There was lots of
I
things
feel
going
like
on
that's
at the time.
worse. Okay. Well,
He knew where we were. If he really wanted us, he'd stop by, and I think he did.
he did stop by and nearly killed all of us.
Yes, he absolutely did stop by.
And did kill one of y'all.
I made out with a few of us,
and then
too.
he stopped by again after pretending to be Persolander for Lord knows how long.
Yes. He's always quite there. So, I mean, really, he came to us, which means we are more important.
Whatever's going on in there, Lil, it might be up to you to do the
Card
reconnaissance.
thing. Yeah.
See if you
The
can't.
card told us to go to the top of the tower.
I have a suspicion that that might be where our final confrontation occurs. So that
I'm
might be the
also-
last place we go.
I'm also able to do a little bit of reconnaissance if needed. I can turn into a raven or another discreet animal.
And I'll be the distraction.
Yes, we're very good at that, yes.
Yes.
I
thank
openly
you.
laugh at Kellum when he does that. And then I look over at Percy like, you're really going to let him do this?
I can't control him. You think I can control him? No.
I don't even think that librarian friend of his can really control him.
Also fair.
Not here.
I'm going to lift Vi into my hand and be like, see what you can find in the topmost of the tower. I know it'll take you a while. But any help for that last card, it'll probably be information we need.
You hear back? Okay.
I love how my snake has the voice of what's her
Irina?
name? Irina,
Irina?
yes.
Yes, and what about it?
I love it.
Yes, Anne.
Okay. I
And
will
then
go
I'll
see what I can find.
find.
Oh, I step on. Oh no, I stepped on it. It's cute.
It disappears and
Rude.
goes back to the pocket dimension. We'll take an
You
hour
better
to
not step on
resummon.
Are we going in the front door there? Are we going in the side door?
3 looks at you, and if you didn't know any better, you might sense a sense of like amusement, almost like their eyes almost light up. They don't really have eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little like this look, and they say, "Why not? We were invited."
Are you saying main door?
Perhaps we should walk in like we own the place.
Ooh, let's do that. I'll do the dramatic swing the doors open, and my cape will go flying in the back, and then you could all 4, 5. How many of us are there now? Can
Five
roll up,
plus the shield guardians of 6, technically.
and we can say the Strahd squad is here.
We are not the Strahd squad, you fucking
After you,
weirdo.
Kellum.
But you
I-
know what?
I-
He might find it funny, so let's go.
I felt like that was a good name. Merch coming soon.
No! Vetoed.
I guess with that, yeah, Killen will march towards the front door, and attempt to swing it open.
It's already open. Do you not listen to
I
me?
will walk. A lot has happened.
The door swings open. Has swung open, in fact, already. As warm light spills out of the entrance, flooding the courtyard. And you enter into...
Oh gosh.
Is this the map I want? No, this is not the map I want. There's like 8 billion fucking maps of Castle Ravenloft. This is the map I want. And I'm gonna put...
Okay.
I'm gonna put you guys... Oh, hold on. You guys see
Oh,
if I
that's
can
right.
make
They
it
went
smaller.
isometric for this.
Yeah, they went fucking isometric and it makes me mad.
What if our players struggled with the square placements?
All right,
Wouldn't that be
fuck
fun?
it. I'm just gonna narrate and ping what rooms you guys are in because there's
Theater of the mind, because there's
Yeah.
no way I'm going to
theater of
understand
the
that.
mind. You can look at the map, but we're not going to be running around.
You're
on it.
muted, Sarah.
Oh, I missed the button. There's no way to do isometric combat in D&D. It's not built for it.
Exactly.
Great.
Yep.
Glad we all agree. It's not your fault, Ev. The accident was your fault. You can wake up now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you walk into this first room here through the door. The ornate outer doors of the castle hang open, flanked by fluttering torches and iron sconces. 20 feet inside the castle is a second set of doors. The doors, as you move through the room to the next set of doors, they swing open, and a grand hall revealing a grand hall with the sound filled with the sound of organ music. It's entering from K7. And you enter into this next room. Cobwebs stretch between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of a great, dusty hall dimly lit by sputtering torches and iron sconces. The torches cast odd shadows across the face of 8 stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly on the rim of the domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. Double doors of bronze stand closed to the east. To the north, a wide staircase climbs into darkness. A lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze doors through which you hear sad and majestic organ tones. And you see standing here in this room is Rahadin, Strahd's chamberlain. And he says, how wonderful to see you all again. Welcome to Castle Ravenloft. We've been expecting you.
And who was this again?
This is Rahadin. This is Strahd's chamberlain. You met him in the Amber Temple.
He
was
stole
the guy
the Mark 1.
Correct. Okay, that's what I
You
thought.
stole our friend.
3 goes rigid.
Please, feel free to have a look around the castle. My master has granted you leave to explore, but you will only have 12 hours before he returns, at which time he will wish to have dinner with all of you.
Great.
Final supper.
Why is he
Like the Last
comfortable with
Supper.
us wandering around his mansion? You would think he wouldn't want us in here.
Yeah.
Well,
There's lots of secrets.
I think it's a show of good faith, even footing. I don't know why he does the things he does. You'll have to ask him.
Oh. Is anything going to try to kill us while we're here?
Not for the next 12 hours.
What if we tried to kill things like you?
Well, then things will try to kill you.
Okay, but that's clear. That's clear. Roger. And what if we rescue people that you might have held captive here, like the innocent people of Valaki?
I don't believe
Kind
we
of-
have any Valakians held here. So, I think it'll be fine.
Okay, so our rules are basically as long as we don't kill anyone, we're good and we can do whatever we want. Can we take things without permission? Am I revealing too much? I kind of look back. I feel like I'm just establishing the.
You are asking very many incriminating questions, Gillum.
I just mean we are not somewhat at war with you, and I just want to establish our rules if we're going to be on equal footing. I don't want any surprises.
The master would prefer you not to touch things.
You could touch our stuff, but we can't touch yours. Seems fair. Seems fair.
Oh, we will only fight if provoked.
I didn't say fight. I just said that you've already taken stuff that belongs to us. I'm just being clear.
Well, Would you like a tour?
Self-guided or by you?
Certainly.
Do you have
By
a map?
me.
We'll gladly take the tour, young man. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh. It's been a long time since I've been called a young man. And like he is an elf. And you
Oh,
do
okay.
know that, and you do know he's been here a long he's been here like the same amount of time Strahd has.
Listen.
Does he
Maybe
look young?
Ellie's being polite, okay?
Is he hot? Does he look young? Probably. He's an elf.
Oh,
Do we have a picture? Do we have a picture of him? I can't remember.
Do we have a picture of Rahadin? Let me find you a picture of Rahadin.
because I feel like Ellie would call anybody who looks younger than Ellie young man or young woman.
100%.
for
Fair.
young
That's
them.
fair.
That's kind
But
of
that's
where
why-
that came from.
But that's why he's like, oh, it's been so long since someone's called me young. Let's see. Rahadin. There he is. Oh, he's funky looking.
I remember
Oh,
that. I
God.
remember. Yeah. No. Oh, he's
Oh God! Why?
like
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the
What-
official art.
I don't remember the name of the actor or the character, but it's that one elfin guy from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I know who you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about. Oh,
Mr.
Elrond?
Anderson.
Elrond,
Also
Elrond,
from
yes.
The Matrix, that actor.
yes, I
Oh,
got
right.
it.
Yes.
Elrond. He does kind of look a little bit. Kind of a diss to Elrond.
Yeah, just like if
Mhm.
Elrond's eyes, if you had like the eye slider,
If you like
and you
use,
went this way
yeah,
with them.
if you like took the liquify tool in like Photoshop and just like
Yeah.
pulled those eyes apart.
Because the eyes are tilted in the wrong direction,
Yes.
and it look that I think that's what gives
Yeah.
me the heebie-jeebies about this art.
Yeah, he's a heebie-jeebies kind of guy. He's got a big old scar across his forehead.
He is not.
Like if you try to make
Vampire,
Elrond
correct?
an Inzoy.
He is not a vampire.
That's what I thought. I vaguely remember that
Um,
detail.
Yeah, homeboy's not a
Randall.
vampire.
Randall, can you take
Hi.
the heebie-jeebie art off of the the screen? for
yeah, let me. It's a lot of work for me, but I can. Yeah, there we go.
It's a lot of work to hit the close button.
I have to right click on the table, open it up, click interact, open it up, navigate to it, close the menu. It's a whole
Love
thing.
OBS.
It's so hard.
I thought you were being sarcastic, and then I was making a joke on the sarcasm. Then you weren't being sarcastic, and now I feel like a dick.
No. No, it actually sucks.
God, Haley.
I'm sorry, I'm a bitch. What can I say?
You're a cutie
Love
patootie.
you.
So, a tour.
Sure.
Yes,
Yep.
lead the way. Thank you.
Do you have like little
Um,
pamphlets and stuff, like informational pamphlets with maps?
No.
Damn it.
But nice
I
try.
like collecting souvenirs.
I admire the gumption. And he leads you into the next area here. Torchlight flutters against the walls of this vaulted hall. To the east, an arched hallway stretches for 20 feet, ending at a spiral staircase that goes up and down. Next to the hallway, a suit of armor, oiled and glistening, stands at attention in a shallow alcove. To the west, large double doors hang slightly open, and a steady bright light escapes through the opening. Swells of organ music come from behind the doors, spilling their melody of power and defeat into the hall. And he pushes open, says, "This is the guest hall.
This
Uh,
room.
This room, right here. This is the
Okay.
guest hall. That's our suit of armor. That one's just decorative. This way into the dining hall." And he leads you into the dining hall. 3 enormous crystal chandeliers brilliantly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against the dull white marble walls, supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with a fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with many delectable foods: roasted beast based in a savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, and sweet fruits and vegetables. Places are set for each of you with fine, delicate china and silver. At each place is a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid, with a delicate, tantalizing fragrance. At the center of the far west wall, below, floor to ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare out a thunderous melody that speaks in its tone of greatness. Seated
David
at
has
the
a question.
organ, facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the keys in raptured ecstasy. The figure suddenly stops, and as a deep silence falls over the dining hall, it slowly turns towards you. And you see what appears to be Strahd. And Rahadian says, "This isn't the real Strahd. This is an illusion he puts on for guests." Pay it no
Got
mind.
it.
Nifty.
Yes, Ellie? You have your hand up?
How many place settings are set? I want to know if he was expecting us to bring Irina.
There are there's his place setting, and then there are 5 other place settings.
So he was not expecting us to bring Irina. Or at least, the very least, the place settings magically set based on who actually enters the home. If you can call this a home. The mansion.
Castle?
Castle. I love that you guys call the castle a mansion and the mansion a castle.
Listen.
Listen,
Um,
listen.
And Rahadin tells you a little bit about the organ. This organ was built in what year is it? A few hundred years ago by a and he begins to just like give you a lot of like not entirely not useful but perhaps interesting information on the history of this instrument, and is just talking. Yes, Lil.
I would like to take this opportunity to like say, I need to find the little phase room and like scooch myself out of this dining room.
What direction would you like to head in?
I'm gonna head over here.
Can you believe that I don't think that they planned bathrooms into this castle? Which
We
to
never
me
do.
feels like an oversight. Like,
I'm
why
also
are we
used-
not including bathrooms?
I mean, because it's a fantasy world and we pretend that nobody has to go pee pee or poo poo in fantasy world.
sometimes you gotta piss.
Go piss, girl. I'm just saying.
Sometimes you gotta piss. Can you indicate on the map again where you said you want to go? Over here?
Yeah, I'm going upstairs.
Okay.
We're downstairs? No, upstairs. I'm going up.
Lil, you excuse yourself, and he makes no motion to try and stop you. He just continues telling the other 3 about very a lot of history of Barovia and how it relates to this organ and like the all that jazz. Fluttering torches and iron sconces illuminate the spiral staircase. A chilly wind rushes down the circling staircase, seeming to kill the very heat of the torches. And you head upstairs, which means we have to go to a different map. And you appear here at the top of this chilly staircase. And you see a door here, if you would like to go through into the next room.
Okay. When I am away from everyone and I'm in the stairs, I'm gonna like tap my ear. Not that I actually need to, and reach out to Vi.
I haven't found anything yet. I'm looking.
Okay.
I promise.
Which side did you go up? I don't. This map is confusing because I'm not used to isometric maps, and I have
Yeah.
no idea what side of the
Let
castle is
me-
actually which.
Let me see if. Oh, there we go.
You can
There's a
orient-
compass.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is also the front of it because that was at the front of the tower we walked in. That's the stained glass window that was there.
Yes, I've also I made the compass visible. I don't know why they wouldn't just make that automatically visible, but sure, whatever.
Okay, so the guess would be that this would be the big tower over here.
One could assume.
Yes.
Because,
I
yeah.
mean, there's also the giant spiraling cavernous.
Yeah, there's 2 towers. One's just shorter and stouter than the other. The other one's tall and narrow.
Oh, okay.
And I'm assuming Vi's gone up this way. I've come up this way. So I
So,
might as well go look around in this room.
That's Ranger and Randall.
Huh?
Huh?
One's tall, one's shorter and stouter.
Get it here.
tall and small.
Oh my god.
You didn't have to read them to filth like that. Jesus.
I like that they buck the expectation. The tall one's the bottom.
And I'm damn good at it.
You enter into this next room here. Dusty scrolls and tomes line the walls of this room. More scrolls and books lie scattered on the floor around 4 heavy wooden chests fitted with sturdy iron locks. The only unobstructed floor space is directly in front of the doors on the east and west walls. In the center of this clutter stands a great black desk. A figure crouches atop a tall stool, scratching on a seemingly endless scroll of paper with a dry quill pen. Nearby, a tasseled rope hangs from a hole in the ceiling.
So there's
Alright.
someone here. What do they look like?
He is an old man, sort of balding a little bit on the top with gray eyes. Let me see if I can show you. Oh, look at that. I can show you. It was so easy to find. There he is.
Nice.
Crap. Ah! Why is everyone in this place creepy?
I mean,
Oh,
it
why is
creepy,
everybody
like-
in the Strahd castle creepy?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you see this. You see a sad old man sitting at the desk,
Sad old man.
scribbling. White hair, balding, sort of dressed all in drab grays. As he just
I'm gonna lean my head in. Oh, this isn't the little phase room. Crap.
he ignores you. He glances at
Oh.
you for a second and just keeps writing.
I'll scooch into the room. Excuse me.
He sort
I'm
of
not
huff-
above arson.
Can I help you?
2 things. 1, where's the little phase room? And 2, do you know where I can find bones?
Hmm. Hold on. I gotta see if there is a fucking bathroom on this map. Because he'll tell you.
Probably not, and I'm gonna laugh because it will be the consistent question that I ask as I go through this fucking castle and be like, I'm fucking lost and I need a bathroom. Someone help me.
Let me. There's like, I know Strahd is a vampire and doesn't really need anything, but like, Rahadian's gotta pee sometimes, probably. What's it gonna
Listen,
do?
I
Just
don't
like
wanna-
go outside?
I don't want to assume his gender or nothing, but he probably can just whip it out outside, you know?
But what if he, not to be crass, but what if he's gotta poop?
If he's got he digs a hole. I don't know.
Didn't they used to have like pooping chairs with the like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
in a hallway,
Wow.
they would just kind of.
Chamber pots and all
Rahadian
that.
be peeing.
The old man says, you could probably find the chamber pot around here somewhere. And he kind of waves you off.
that was only one
Well-
answer. Again, I'm not above arson.
I don't
I actually
remember
like
the
fire.
other. I don't remember the other question.
Where can I find
Aren't you
bones?
aren't you afraid of fire?
Ah, fuck, I am.
Aren't Aren't you deeply terrified of fire?
I forgot about that.
I am, in fact,
Um,
afraid of arson.
I am in fact afraid of arson, but I'm not going to tell him
Uh-oh.
that.
Oopsie.
I don't keep track of where Strahd puts these things. I just keep the books.
Who would know?
Strahd.
Damn it. That man just
Yes.
blathers on and on about stupid organ history.
He's Hadini's boring man. Now leave me to my work.
Are there any maps in your work?
No, I do the accounting. I am Strahd's accountant.
Damn it. Okay.
Is
well,
this
I'm
what
gonna,
the book says? I need to know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Jesus
go.
fucking Christ.
I'm gonna go this way then and start looking for a chamber pot.
All right. Have fun.
I'm sorry. How does this man who looks human also not know where the freaking toilet is?
Maybe the
I
charity
mean,
sitting on it
Lil-
is a chamber pot.
Lil, if you would like, you can give me a perception check.
Oh no. I don't know that I really want to. But I will.
If you only if you would like.
That's a 10.
There's no chamber pot in this room. But you do see with a 10 that he is chained to this desk.
Forced
You're-
accounting.
I'm sorry. Why are you chained to the desk?
Mm.
Did he die?
I am the best accountant in all of Barovia. Strahd
Is
wants
there
to
a
keep
lock
me
on this?
here. He doesn't let me see his treasures. But I know where one is.
Ooh. You know where treasure is? Just like the glint in my eye, like treasure. I like treasure.
I know that there is a windmill that is guarded by hags, which has a holy symbol. I discovered this through my work as an accountant. Strahd thinks I do not know how to find his treasures, but one day I am going to
Master
see
of
the.
embezzlement.
One day I'm going to see all the pretty things he keeps hidden away in this castle.
Is there a lock on his chains?
Who's gonna tell him that we already have it?
I'm not. Because I technically don't know where it came from. So
Facts.
Also get out of my head. I was just gonna suggest, hey, you probably know how to lockpick.
Ooh, is there a lock? Yeah, sure. Give me a if you would like to try and unlock him, give me a thieves tool check, which I
14.
think is sleight of hand. 14? Yeah, you
Their own check.
pop open the lock. And he says, "Why did you do that?"
You gave me the gift of information, and now my debt is repaid. Have fun. And I'm gonna scamper off.
You hear a click of the lock reclosing as you leave.
Look, I paid the debt. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Wait, did
Now-
he lock himself to the spot?
He did. I think he wants to stick around long enough to figure out where all of the treasures are and then get out. He only knew where one was.
Teach their own.
And we
took
will
it.
And we will cut back before Eliza proceeds to the next room to our friends in the dining hall. As Rahadin finishes his lecture about the history of Barovian metalwork, and says, "Oh, I see your little. Oh yes, your little friend said she ran off. We'll meet back up with her. After all, you do have 12 hours to explore. This way." And he leads you back into the guest hall, and into the entry hall, and then into the. There's so many rooms in this place. He does not lead you upstairs. He leads you into here, into this room. This long hallway with statues. The Hall of Faith. This grand hall is choked with dust and stretches into darkness ahead. Webs hang from the arched ceiling like drapes, and life-size statues of knights line the hallway on both sides, their eyes seeming to watch you. Rahadin says, yes, this is the Hall of Faith. Pay no mind to the statues. They like to watch.
Kinky.
Sometimes.
There's a lot of cobwebs here. I'm assuming that a lot of people don't come this way.
We don't get terrible many visitors. No.
But you throw such great parties, I've heard.
We do. But alas, the main visitor we get is Fiona Wachter. Devoted, but ultimately a little boring.
So Fiona Wachter is works alongside you all.
Oh, I would have thought you would have found that out by now.
We asked her directly. She said she had no interest in the goings about of Strahd von Zarovich.
Well, she's a good liar.
Sounds like she's lying to you.
You know, the cult in her basement is dedicated to Strahd, yes?
You mean the ones that we spoke to?
You met the cult in Fiona Wachter's basement and they let you live? I mean, clearly.
Well,
Doubt.
some of us walked out alive.
That makes more sense. Those cultists are nuts. This way.
Come
Okay.
On.
And he leads you through this hallway into the next room.
At this point,
chapel. Yes.
we would like to interrupt.
Yes.
3 is fed up. As much as a robot can be fed up with something. Where are you keeping the Mark 1?
Oh, I don't think you need to be concerned about that.
Explain.
Not yet. We've been studying them.
In what way?
Learning about its construction.
In order to do what?
Well, to perhaps create more. An army of
What a
such
fantastic idea. It went so well the first time.
an army of such
And the second time.
could prove useful.
What need does Strahd have for an army?
Well, there's places in the world beyond Barovia.
You'd have to let down your wards for that.
Or extend them.
Planes don't exist like that. Assuming this is some type of pocket dimension outside of the material plane, which would make the most sense because creating a ward like this on the material plane would be so jarring, people would run into it eventually. And you've been here an awful long time.
Hmm. The planes are more
Sorry.
complex than that. I don't see why we can't take more than just this place.
Are you saying this is a Feywild?
This is not
This
the
is-
Feywild.
Feywilds are the only known planes to actually converge with each other, competing for space. Once they do, one of them competes and one of them takes over. What you're suggesting has never been done before.
Also, regardless of the
That's
logistical
not how the
factor of it,
Feywild works.
that is none of your planes or land to take. Why don't you just stay happy with your weird little bubble you've created?
I think it's from a homebrew called Domains of Delight, where you create Feywilds.
Yeah, that's not how Feywild works here, though. The Feywild here is and Rahadin will even explain that to you. I don't know what sort of books you've read, but the Feywild here is a static plane. You see, there is the material plane, which lies at the center of the cosmos and the multiverse. There are two reflections of this material plane. One of those is the Feywild, one is the Shadowfell. Beyond that is the elemental chaos, and beyond that is the outer planes and the astral sea. If one were to follow the Great Wheel, rather than creating numerous Feywilds, the Feywild we experience, perhaps it is different wherever you're from, is a reflection of the chaos of the material plane.
And so, where do we exist now?
You exist in Barovia.
If the Feywild is all glitz and glam, and this is all dead and dreary, I suppose we're in the Shadow Realm, right? Shadowfell?
I'm not the one who keeps track of these logistics. Which is DM code for I don't want to try and explain this because this is much more complicated than I am prepared to dive into. That is not something I have prepared, unfortunately. So Rahadin will say, as much as I would like to philosophize on the plains, there's more castle to see.
Go on then.
Three, are
Lead the
you
way.
satisfied? Continue on going along on this journey, or do we have unfinished business?
There's plenty of unfinished business. Whatever experiments Rahadin has decided to force upon the Mark I, I will return to him in kind. But he's aware of that. He made his bed the moment he took him.
Understand.
Now, this castle, this plan, it's a farce. It's a monument to power, to endless consumption, to this human need to grow despite all limitations to the contrary. And it will all come crumbling down.
You all sure do love to philosophize, don't you? And proselytize and speak your way through situations.
You literally transported us to a foreign world we know nothing of. So I think understanding it's a common thing to do. And You all are no help. Playing games, stealing people, taking Percy, pretending to be them.
Also, the sickening amount of grandeur that your Strahd seems to cast around himself is, well, it's quite nauseating. I mean, really, does he need an illusion of himself playing the organ for his guests? Just seems. Well, I heard about a demon once who likes to have sex with himself. It just seems like it's on that level, you know?
Perhaps you're not the right demographic.
Yeah, the only demographic is himself. The self fucking God, he's just masturbating in this whole castle.
really
It's
is.
disgusting to look at.
It really is.
It's a waste.
Perhaps
It's a
we're
waste
not.
of talent, power, money, excellence. It's just a waste. It's this like it proves to me more than anything else that Strahd is just another human.
Strahd is just an analogy
A man.
for the 1%.
You all think you're so special, that all of this is just for you. You're not the first adventurers to come through here, and you certainly won't be the last.
You're giving us a personal fucking tour.
Yeah, he likes you. That's why he plays with you.
Why does he like us? What is it about us specifically?
You're all willing to sacrifice something that isn't yours to sacrifice, to take something that isn't yours to take. And you're all so eager. I can't give you a true answer. Only Strahd can. After all, who can really see into his mind? I can get close, but not even I can read him at all times.
Why is it that you have lingered for so long, followed this man for so long, who is unarguably quite evil and egocentrical?
I was one of his generals after his father died. I've enjoyed working for him.
You work for Elon Musk, you fucking moron.
Ah.
I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, Jesus.
What can I say? He and I have fought side by side for hundreds of years.
Can I roll a vibe check? Is this guy gay for Strahd? Is this just a centuries old longing situation?
Give me an insight check.
Because we've already learned that Strahd is at least pretends to like women. 15.
15. With the 15, have you ever heard of the Marquis de Sade?
No.
Marquis de Sade was like a terrible, awful man who's considered the father of sadism. Just an all-around evil, bad dude. This guy is evil and enjoys being evil. And you know, if he got the chance, would he? Obviously. Yeah. If Strahd was willing to give him the time of day, he'd yeah. But mostly, he just kind of enjoys being evil. He knows what he is. He owns it. He is aware of you know that he is a dusk elf, that he was once part of Cash Money's group, that he betrayed them, and he served Strahd's father before serving Strahd, and he's just always been just happy to serve.
Got it. So evil with a side of gay longing. Understood.
Yeah, mostly evil, a little bit of gay longing.
A sprinkling of gay longing.
Marquis de Sade was also arrested for sex crimes.
Nice.
That dude. I don't think this guy necessarily did that, but like he enjoys evil.
How tall is he?
Oh gosh, I don't think he's that tall.
I promise that's a relevant question.
It certainly is not.
I wonder if I can crush him underfoot.
if no, you can't crush him. He's
one
not.
Time.
He's let's say like I don't know, like 5'9". Let's go with a solid 5'9". Nice average height, dude.
I will walk up to him and sort of I'm taller. I'm very lithe. I'm like Randall in his twink era. I'm very lithe and graceful and tall and sexy. And I gaze down at him with my glowing purple eyes because, of course, they're purple. And if I could laugh or smirk, I would. Well, consider me so excited to receive a tour of Daddy's home. And when it's over, when all of this is over, I will be thrilled to unite you both in the afterlife.
I can't wait to see you try.
He says like this.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you try. And you get the sense that he means it.
Oh, no, this is... Three's always killed either with orders, but has never really been like, is killing an enjoyable thing? Is this something I can enjoy? Like, they have a kill count in the many hundreds, but they've never thought about it as like an activity. It's always like, this is a job. It's like, you know, it's like serving ice cream at the job I work at, right? It's the same thing for them. This is the first time they've experienced pleasure. They are so excited.
Scared about that. That's
Thrilled.
Scary.
Terrifying.
Kill this man.
Are we witnessing
After taking the Mark 1?
Are we witnessing the uprising of AI in the form of
Detroit become human, but become killer. Become killer instead.
Yeah, and as he looks up at you and says that he'd like to see you try, you get the sense, all of you do, that he does genuinely mean this. Like he does, almost like, again, the similar way that Strahd kind of approaches this, as if like this is a game and there is something enjoyable in the challenge. And we're gonna flit back to Lil for a moment.
The game is going to be me stabbing you in the face.
Lil, you walk into the next room. K25. The audience hall.
Out of K25 out of what, 108?
Oh god, I don't even know. Like 80 something. 88.
Jesus.
Dim light from the courtyard falls into this great hall through the broken glass and iron latticework of a large window in the west wall. This immense room is a place of chilly, brooding darkness. Empty iron sconces dot the walls, and hundreds of dust-laden cobwebs drape the hall, hiding the ceiling from view. Directly across from the window stand a set of double doors in the east wall. Farther south, a single door also leads from the east wall. Staircases at both ends of the north wall lead down. At the far southern end of the hall, a large wooden throne stands atop a marble dais. The high-backed throne faces south, away from most of the room.
I really want to sit in that chair, but I also know that it's probably not a good idea.
I think you could totally sit in that chair if you wanted to.
You can use the chair as the little phase room.
So what is? Oh my god!
Man.
What is the chair facing?
Huh?
What?
What's the chair facing? The wall?
The wall. Yes.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You sit.
You
You sit.
have true seeing, right?
You do.
Yes.
You would see any secret rooms and stuff.
Go look
Secret.
around. Do I see anything special?
Hold on.
Secret doors
Hold on.
hidden by magic and can see into the ethereal plane, all out to a range of 120 feet.
Period.
Hidden by magic. Hidden by magic is very important. Oh, excellent. You do not in this room see anything unusual out of the
Okay.
ordinary. You don't see any secret doors. Do you sit in the chair?
Yes, I'm gonna sit in the chair and maybe take a pee in the chair.
Oh my god. Disgusting.
Which one of you took a shite in the toilet and didn't flush? Disgusting.
You sit in the chair, and I need you to make me a perception check.
God damn it. Oh, I knew it was gonna be a trap. $11. What is with the rules in Foundry? Something is wrong with this thing.
Yeah, Foundry has been rolling real low.
Pretty rough
here.
for y'all.
You don't see anything unusual. The room is dusty. There's a bunch of cobwebs all over the place. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
It's a pretty comfy chair. It's pretty nice.
Well, now it's a little bit wet. I'm
Jesus.
fuck Strahd.
I love you, Lisa, so much.
I can't wait for my husband to be like, "Hey, how was RPG tonight? Oh, it was great. A character pissed in a chair.
Strahd throne. Let's
Strahd's throne specifically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my way back through this room.
Back down the stairs.
Oh, back to the stairs, and it's probably been what, like 10 minutes since I checked in with Vi. She would tell me if something happened, right?
Nothing to report yet.
Okay, I'm gonna take the stairs down. Because
All right.
if I had to take a guess, I am looking for the bones. That is specifically what I'm looking for.
Okay.
And
You
if I
head
had
down the
to guess,
stairs.
Bones would probably be. Did we see any mausoleums when we
ground?
pulled up?
He's a vampire. He has to have like.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, but remember, this place doesn't
Mhm.
have any windows except for apparently the single
Mm.
window upstairs.
Yeah.
Where does
My guess would be mausoleum or in the basement.
map 11?
What?
There's 12 maps. Just so
Oh
y'all
my
know.
god!
So would you like to go down the stairs?
Sure.
All right, you go. I need to get this thing out of the way. You need to move. You are in the way just all the time. Okay. Activate. Which one is
Holy
that's
Spirit
12?
activated.
Oh,
That's
it's
11.
Get out of my head, Randall. Dude, the brainworms,
You
brainworms are
are.
strong today. Because first
Where-
they said,
I
get out of
believe
my
you'd
way. And my
be
brain went,
here.
move, bitch. Get out
Get
the
out
way.
the way.
Get out the way. bitch, Get out.
Get out the way.
why is there water?
Give me 1 second.
Also,
It
okay,
would probably be this
I'm
one
just-
right there.
hold
Or,
on.
No.
This one.
wait,
Okay.
wait a minute.
No, it's not. I don't believe it's that one.
Hang on. I have
Yes,
these
Sarah.
maps somewhere. Let me.
The reason why we would
Hold on.
okay. See,
It's right
anyone
here.
know the
It's
game
right-
Fallout?
I'm pinging where you end up.
Alrighty.
The first two Fallouts are played entirely in isometric, and the reason why you do that is so the player has a little bit more of like a combat advantage, because when you play that game, you get fucking killed by everything. You're able to like, there's like, you can't make these maps in isometric because now you know where everything is.
Oh,
Look at all
you
these
said in
doors.
here? No, here.
Yes, there.
Right
you
there.
come down to water.
Yes. Yes. But K73.
Oh my god.
The stairs descend into black, still water that fills an arched hallway before you. The water's surface is like dark, mirrored glass, disturbed only occasionally by the thunk of a drop falling from the ceiling. 20 feet ahead, arched doorways lead downward from each side of the hallway. In each arched doorway, an iron door stands closed and partially submerged. You hear a weak cry for help from beyond the south door, which would be this door.
Okay. So,
I
fun
think it's
fact
that one.
I can fly. So, I'm going to fly over the fucking water.
Yes.
Smart.
Because your girl don't trust that fucking water. I'm not going to lie.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
And I'll peek my head around the south door that I'm hoping is open. Because if it's not, well.
So Randall would get very mad at me if I said this to someone in chat, but I'm going to share this. Whenever someone's a bit of a smartass, my favorite thing to do is to be like, kill yourself. But I'm not going to say that to you because it's very funny for me. Yeah.
Sorry,
This is
TikTok.
a-
Don't
Remember
ban
when I
us,
was
it
a solo
joke.
stream?
Are you trying to open
Uh-oh.
the door?
No.
Reach out to Phil. They
Where
deserve
is
it.
the
Special
where is the
mistakes.
door handle?
The door handle is under the water.
Cool. Can I see it from where I'm at right now?
I there's- that's 73. I mean, yeah, you could. I mean, water is relative. I mean,
Perfect. That's all I
it's
need.
relatively clear-ish. You can figure out where the handle is.
I use mage hand.
Okay. Your mage hand needs to make a athletics check.
Athletics?
Successful strength check.
Yeah, I mean,
Does it have a strength?
Can it do that?
I don't know. I don't think it can. Mage Hand has a weight limit.
Yeah. Well, it's ledger. Whatever. It's the special mage hand that's in the chat.
Yeah, it just
I
means that
still
it's
don't think it
invisible.
can do that.
It has to be 5. So like if it needs to exhibit 5 pounds of force on the door, like let's say the water displacement is the problem, that's what's keeping it closed, then it probably can't open it.
Yeah.
Doors
The
have an
door
AC.
the door is quite rusty from the water. And the mage hand dips underneath to try and jiggle the door open, but is unable to quite get the strength to wrench it open.
You think
How's
it hit
it
it with
24
the
to hit
sun
for
still?
this door? I don't have strength, y'all. I have
I
a
know.
-1 in strength.
Fair.
This is funny to me. You're like, oh, that won't work.
Dear Sunsword, please help me with this.
The
I know
Sunsword
you're
was-
slightly sentient, so
It transmits the
assist.
emotion of, oh God, oh no, oh no.
The sun sword whispers to you and is like, "We're in his castle. We need to kill him. We need to kill Strahd. We're in his
he's not
castle."
here right now.
What do you mean he's not here right now? Then we need to go find him and kill him because he's not in his castle and therefore he's vulnerable. And we need
He'll
to
be
kill
back
him.
in 12 hours.
Oh, good. The
I know,
sword feels like the
I'm on
rest of
floor
us.
like an emo girl. It's fine. Now
This-
help me take down this damn door.
Okay. A 24 does hit.
The sun sword is a 13-year-old girl. You just asked to do the dishes.
Yep.
So yeah, roll damage.
7.
The door stands.
Do it again.
BG3 just keeps smacking that door.
23.
Literally. Until I roll two 12s on my fucking.
Roll some
Elf
more
blast.
damage.
Another 7.
I'll only make you do 2. The door crashes open, and you enter into that south room. A mold-covered ceiling hangs 3 feet above the
Ew.
still black water that fills this dungeon corridor. The water is 5 feet deep. 10-foot square cells, their entrances blocked by iron bars, line both sides of the hall. From one of the cells, you hear a gruff voice ask, "Who's there?" And
Who's
it comes from oh god, the letters are so tiny I can't see. It's this one.
Okay.
Zoom in.
I did.
Good thing is, the good thing is, I am less than 3 feet tall, so I am
Yes, you are.
floating above this water, but also not touching the icky mold on the ceiling.
Yep.
Who's
True.
dead?
True.
I'm gonna fly over this way, and peek into the thing. I assume since you're in a cell, you're not a friend of Strahd's.
A strong young man clutches the bars of his cell while struggling to keep his teeth from chattering. His clothes are shredded and he is soaked from head to toe. No, I am certainly not an ally of Strahd. Please help me out. I need to get out of here.
What's your name?
I am Emil Tornescu.
Neil Durkheim? Oh my god, he captured Durkheim?
Emil
No.
Tornescu.
I'm going to, as he tells me that, I'm going to open my book, my wizard book. That's where I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write down his full name.
Oh, you tricky little fae.
I got a new name.
Do you share ownership of this name, or have
Wait.
you just taken the name of this random person?
Can we make sure
and-
to save this person?
Yeah, hey Emil.
Like-
I will share ownership, but I will call. I'm gonna tell him. I was like, I'll call you if I need you for assistance of any kind.
For reference, this is what Emil Durkheim looks like.
Okay. Listen, I will. What does he offer? I will. Yes, I will be more than willing to help you if you just get me out of this cell. Strahd locked me in here, and I would like to leave.
Well, if Strahd locked you in here, you're probably posed some sort of threat to him. So, is the lock above or below the water?
Oh, that's
Up to 15. Hold on.
I was like, damn, that last name sounds really familiar. Who do we know that's Toranescu? And then I was thinking of Resident Evil Damascu.
Demetresk.
Yeah.
I was sitting here thinking Montesquieu from Romeo and Juliet.
I was
like,
thinking of
wait a minute.
puttanesca, the pasta dish from the series of
God.
unfortunate events.
Oh man.
You have not met anyone else with that last name.
We have not, no.
Because there are places you haven't gone.
That's a lie. I completed the map.
And the lock is the water's 5 feet deep, so it's probably about a foot and a half down. Yeah.
It's okay. My special mage hand can pick locks for me. Yes. So I don't have to go wet and what's probably disgusting moldy water.
Yes.
As I command my mage hand to start working on the lock, I look over him. So why did he lock you up?
What? Why did he? He locked me up here as punishment for causing a schism in my pack.
Pack? Like werewolf pack?
Yes.
Hmm. Are you a threat to the rest of Barovia?
I think that's a complicated question. I don't think there's a black and white answer.
Fair. Fuck it, we've already struck a deal. And if I have to, I'll just take your whole name. I am gonna roll to unlock this thing.
All right. What'd you get?
29.
Easy.
I'm a rogue.
Yeah, easy. You barely have to do anything. It just pops open. And he sort of like half swims through the murky water where's the and he's going to
out
move
the door to
towards
the right.
door. Yep. He goes out the door to are you coming this way?
I'm looking for some bones, so probably not. I just went that way.
I'll wait here for you. I think I'll have a better chance of getting out of here with an extra pair of hands.
Rahadin is probably waiting for me somewhere. He's giving the others in my party a tour of the castle, and I went to go find the little phase room. I mean, technically, I am searching for the little phase room, but I'm also searching for bones, so I didn't lie.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have much information I can give you. I don't know this castle very well. I tried to avoid it.
I mean, most people do. I would get out of here if I were you, though. The front door is probably already undone, and when I need you, you'll know.
Are you sure?
Above table to the DM. Am I sure?
That's up to you.
I'm gonna say yeah, because usually that's how they used to pull people into the Feywilds, was taking their name and pulling them in. I assume
All
the
right.
same rules apply.
Something like that. All right. I'll head out then. Thank you for your help.
Good luck. And then I'm gonna head this way to
All
whatever the
right.
fuck that is.
You head into. Do you want to? Okay. Yeah, you head to the next. Oh.
And Strahd appears. No.
Fucking dare, man.
When they were like, Strahd's gonna have you over for dinner, I was like, no, he's gonna eat us. He's gonna eat us dead.
You head into that room. Dark, low shapes thrust up out of the still, brackish water that fills this 50-foot square room, the ceiling of which is festooned with hanging chains that look like thick black web strands. A balcony set into the north wall overlooks the room and has 2 large thrones atop it, with a red velvet curtain behind them. The ceiling is 17 feet above the surface of the water, which is 3 feet deep. That's not part of what I need to read right now. The dark shapes in the water are racks, iron maidens, stocks, and other instruments of torture. The skeletons of their last victims lie within them, their jaws seemingly frozen open in silent screams.
I think we know where Crown of the Oathbreaker got their inspiration.
Seriously.
You see zombies moving around in this room, and they look at you, but they do not attack you.
Is it because I'm flying in the air?
You don't know.
Probably because we were told that we're allowed to roam for the next 12 hours.
That's right. Cool. I'm gonna go towards the red curtain then, and not mess with these zombies.
The observation balcony. 2 large wooden thrones rest on this balcony. Behind the 2 thrones hangs a red velvet curtain 30 feet long, and the ceiling here is 10 feet high. The room continues behind the curtain, and you see a door.
Please ignore the man behind the curtain.
Yes. I take it you head into.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The brazier room. This room is 30 feet square, rising.
Is that where he keeps his bras?
I was just gonna say it's the bra room.
brazier.
Yeah.
This room is 30 feet square, rising to a 20-foot tall flat ceiling. A stone brazier burns fiercely in the center of the room, but its tall white flame produces no heat. The rim of the brazier is carved with 7 cup-shaped indentations, spaced evenly around the circumference. Within each indentation is a spherical stone, twice the diameter of a human eyeball and made of colored crystal. No 2 stones are the same color. Overhead, a wood-framed hourglass as tall and wide as a dwarf hangs 10 feet above the brazier, suspended from the ceiling by thick iron chains. All the sand is stuck in the upper portion of the hourglass, seemingly unable to run down into the bottom. Written in glowing script on the base of the hourglass is a verse in common. 2 9-foot-tall iron statues of knights on horseback, poised to charge with swords drawn, stand in deep alcoves facing each other, and the brazier sits between them.
Okay. What is the phrase?
Oh. Okay. Oh. You see the magic writing at the base of the hourglass reads as follows. Cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire. Orange to the castle's peak. Red if lore is what you seek. Green to where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to ancient magic's womb. And yellow to the master's tomb.
Hope you understood that. You hear Caleb's
Can we
voice.
get that?
being
Can we
several
get that
floors
in
above.
writing somewhere? Can we have that written down?
Yeah, gimme.
Please?
In fact, while you do that,
Would you like a break?
yeah,
We're gonna take
Sarah,
a
I
quick
thought you were
break.
being serious.
I know you did. That's why I felt bad.
I'm way too gullible for that shit.
We're gonna go ahead and take a quick break while
Yeah.
I look up some things. Play some words on stream. Go piss gamer. And we'll see you soon.
Preferably on Strahd's throne.
Bye. welcome back. Sorry about the broken words. Blame
Good job,
them, not
Hack.
us.
You held chat up. The rest of you,
Blame that
disappointing.
shot.
Sad. Get your shit together. You're in here watching and you don't want to play words?
Randall,
I'll
you
take
didn't
away.
contribute either.
I'm bad
Yeah,
at words.
where's-
I run the stream. It's for your entertainment, not mine. I
Uh-huh.
want to fucking play words. I can just load that shit up anytime I want.
You only put it on there to farm engagement.
All you
I am
care about,
chastising them for not doing it.
all you do in our Twitch stream is farm engagement. Well,
Shame.
I'm funny. At least I'm the funny one. You don't care about us at all. You're right. Give me your bits. Give me your Twitch subs.
I've slapped down, so then I look like a short king.
You have 5'8" energy, Randall, and
You do.
that's just what it is. You're like 6 something, but
I
you
saw
give off the
a,
energy of a guy who's 5'8".
I saw a meme come across, and it showed the stripe tattoo, and it said, "I've never seen anyone attractive with this tattoo," and I was very upset.
Damn.
That's okay.
And it was funny going in the comments because there was men who did have it. That was like, "But what about me?" And I was like, "I mean, I'm not gonna do that, but good on you."
It's okay. At least you don't have the embarrassing fact that you knew that moth tattoos are like the universal sign of bisexuality, and then you decided to get a moth tattoo and then came out as bi after the fact because you subconsciously knew beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I wonder if Randall, like sitting at full height in his chair, would finally be able to meet eyes with Haley. You know what I
Probably.
mean? Like eye level.
Yeah.
I level with who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Do I have tall energy?
No. It's because you're short.
I don't.
Oh,
Oh, like he'd be able to
I'm not
Yeah.
that
get to her
short.
level.
I'm average.
Aren't you like 4'11"?
Oh my god, no! I'm 5'5".
You're still shorter than me.
Haley does kind of have 4'11" energy.
I agree.
There's a lot of chaos
don't-
in a
Yeah.
package.
Comes around the corner like.
Listen, my husband always makes fun of me and says I have small feet, and the constant argument is they're size 9. I'm the most averagely sized person that's ever averaged.
It's like it's the way your camera's always it's always pointed down at you just a little bit.
My chair is short and I slouch. I have bad posture.
Comment below what type of height energy you bring to the table.
What
Despite
height
your
energy do you think
actual
all of
height.
us have?
Yeah. Honestly, I want to know in the YouTube comments, how tall do you think I am? And if you already know, you're not allowed to answer.
Aw, man.
Can I make a guess here, or do I have to put it in the comments?
Don't put it in the comments. I need the engagement.
Oh my god.
Give us engagement. Give us
think-
comments. Boost us in the algorithms.
I think Evelyn's 5'7".
Interesting. Interesting choice.
I'm gonna hide my face so I can't give any clues.
Says the one in the lesbian hat.
Shut up. My hair was all
Lisa-
fucked up today.
That is
Elisa,
a
did you say you're
quintessential
taller
lesbian
than me?
hat.
So true.
I'm
What?
so
Elisa, you're taller than me, you said?
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I
Elisa's
genuinely
taller.
thought you were like 5'2".
I'd be very short and fluffy. Where I'm not.
All
I'm
right.
5'7".
Oh, okay. Oh, you're not that much.
I'm
taller.
average height. 5'7" and size 9 feet. I'm average as
Hey,
well.
5'7".
I in the US 5'4" is the average for
Not the-
AFAB individuals.
Not the anime fucking glasses
I
put.
am taller than 5'4", and I keep track of that shit. Have I ever experienced height dysphoria? I'll never tell.
Okay, wait. We need one more. We need one clue. About your height before we get started. What size shoe do you wear, Ev?
A 9.
I feel like you're lying.
A women's 9. I don't know what my men's shoe size is
If
because
you're a
I
women's
haven't
9,
been.
you're a men's
I have-
7.
7.
I have not
it's-
been actively converting my wardrobe as much as I would like to because poor.
Well, now you know it's a 7.
It's a 7.
I do
It's always
have a
2
very.
sizes lower.
I do have a very fancy pair of men's dress shoes that I'm a little bit obsessed with. And if I did not work in a dirty, gross warehouse, I would wear them much more often and have more pairs of them because I want to be a fancy boy.
So fair.
I feel about Taft boots. I want to wear so many of those.
Should we get back to D&D?
Yeah.
Sarah.
Oh, I was just gonna say that Griffin's 5'8", so I wonder if we're gonna tower above him or sink below him.
Relatively close.
I still don't remember if he's 5'8". I pulled that one straight from the memory banks. I don't know. Everyone in our class is shorter than me. So you're all just short.
We meet back upstairs with our with the rest of our group as Rahadin leads you into the chapel, because I didn't get a chance to tell you what the chapel looks like before you barraged me with questions.
I was busy reading him for filth. Reading him down.
Yeah.
As
Dim,
the kids would say.
colored light filters through tall, broken, and boarded up windows of stained glass, illuminating the ancient chapel of Ravenloft. A few bats flutter about near the top of the 90-foot-high domed ceiling. A balcony runs the length of the west wall, 50 feet above the floor. In the center of the balcony, 2 dark shapes are slumped in tall chairs. Are they? Yes. Benches coated with centuries of dust lie about the floor in jumbled disarray. Beyond this debris, lit by a piercing shaft of light, an altar stands upon a stone platform. The sides of the altar are carved with bas-reliefs of angelic figures entwined with grapevines. The light from above falls directly on a silver statuette, and a cloaked figure is draped over the altar, and a black mace lies on the floor near its feet.
So you have other guests?
Well, a guest is one way to refer to it. A permanent guest. Yes. On to the next room, shall we?
I want to know about the people at the on the I want to, who are these figures that are just here?
Are you going to approach?
Yeah.
Was
What are gonna do? Attack me? Oh no, I killed it. Three's on a rampage right now. Three's ready to commit a crime.
I'm trying to see where these chairs are. Because it's not in. It doesn't show in the
There's
room.
2 on the balcony, and then
center
there's
of
1
the-
at the dais.
Is there a balcony that you just can't see from this particular map? I think so, because the ceiling is quite tall.
You said there's 2 on the balcony, right?
Ah,
figures on the balcony,
yes,
one
the
on the
balcony about
dais.
50 feet up. You cannot access those 2 figures from where you are currently standing.
I'm just gonna fly up. I can do that too now. I'm kidding.
But you can approach the figure slumped on the altar if you would like.
Yeah, I want to know if it's a dead guy.
It is. It is indeed a dead guy.
Do we recognize him?
No, you do not. You see a human in clerical garb.
Is it the House of the Rising Sun or whatever?
No.
Oh, what's it called? The sun guy.
Oh, the Morning Lord?
Thank you. Yes.
No, he does not appear to be a worshiper of the Morning Lord. He wears a handsome fur-lined black cloak embroidered with gold thread, a suit of chainmail. Yeah, that's what he's wearing.
I see we don't have anyone who cleans up around here.
Well, it's hard to get staff. Besides, he makes a lovely decoration. A nice warning.
Eating them all.
A warning against what exactly? What did he do to deserve this?
Well, he probably tried to take the statuette.
You mean you don't actually know what he did?
Do we take the statuette?
He gestures to the silver statuette that a light is falling upon and says, "This, the icon of Ravenloft."
Is it?
What does it
Is
do?
it valuable?
Okay, why would you take it?
If I take it, will you die on the spot? Wishful thinking, I know.
I won't, but you might.
Just push him into it and he knocks it over. Whoops.
It is. Which fucking appendix is it? God damn. Making me.
Sorry, God.
Not you. Not your fault.
I want to know.
I need to know.
That's.
I
Were you just
wanna
thinking
know?
Alanis Morissette, but
Yeah.
not really?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
You were
that's where my brain went.
So
And you're
close.
welcome.
I want to know.
I know that it's
Oughta
different
know. It's also
lyrics.
you ought to know. What are you all
Correct.
saying? You're all wrong.
Correct. It's called play on words.
That's not what it was.
I don't know.
Sort of.
Is what?
Change things because you want to.
An expression that manipulates the meaning, sound, spell. Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay. I guess I thought it was more specific than that. I don't know why. Anyways, continue. Nope. We'll keep I've got any other things we got?
So the icon of Ravenloft is a 12-inch tall statuette made of silver and depicts a cleric kneeling in supplication. This was given to Strahd by the archpriest Cyril Romulich, an old family friend, to consecrate the castle and its chapel.
I don't think it worked very well.
I think it's a lovely piece of decoration.
It's quite pretty.
It's silver, you said?
Yes.
I'm imagining, I'm having fantasies about shoving it through Strahd's chest, but we'll return to that another time.
I mean, if you need to swipe it, go for it.
I can't steal anything. I'm a robot in heavy armor.
You sure do have disadvantage on stealth checks.
That's fair.
Where would it make sense for him to take you next?
Do you have a mausoleum?
Yes,
Where-
of course.
Actually,
Perhaps, is there any, maybe dragon bones on display anywhere?
Now, do you really think I'm going to just give that away?
Yes.
I mean, I was just curious. For no particular reason.
That, I'm afraid, is not part of the tour.
Oh, well, then this is a waste of my time, and I start walking down some set of stairs.
Which direction are you going? You are
This
in
way.
this room. You're gonna go that way. Okay, you
Yep.
go through 17. This arched room connects a vast chamber to the east and the landing of a staircase to the west. That is right. Yep, right here. To To the
See,
left
like-
of the landing, the stairs curl down into darkness. To the right, the stairs climb into thick drapes of cobwebs. Alcoves in the north and south walls hold 8-foot tall 8-foot tall sculptures of helmed knights with bright blades. Black shadows obscure their faces. And as 3 walks off, Rahadin is going to turn to Ellie and Caleb. Are you going to follow your friend, or would you like to continue the tour?
I'm willing to continue. Curious to see what you find important about this castle.
I'll stick with the tour. I'm learning a lot.
The history of this land truly is fascinating, and is written just all over the walls of this castle. And he begins talking
Night,
about
Ellie.
Night, Ellie.
He begins giving a long lecture about you heard about the metalwork. Now he is talking about the stonework and what an impressive feat of architecture this castle is, and how where the stone came from, and all of this other historical dense knowledge about the construction of this building.
3 has entered his teenager phase.
Yes, and you head to K18. The large flagstones of the spiraling staircase lead up and down around a 20-foot wide stone core. Cobwebs fill the staircase, making it difficult to see even the ceiling. Heavy beams sag overhead from centuries of supporting weight. Would you like to go up or down?
Down, because that's where I think bones are.
Okay. You start to head down, and you see a wall about 10 feet down. You see a masonry wall blocking your way down.
It's just a staircase to a wall.
You can give me a perception or investigation check on this wall if you would like.
Sure. Why not? I don't have any of those skills, by the way, but I'll try.
That's fine.
19.
See, you're good. You can see quite quickly that this wall was constructed relatively recently. It looks it looks to be less aged than the rest of the stonework around it. You also find a small chink in the wall, a little hole.
Ellie!
There's a
Do I-
teeny,
do I-
teeny, tiny little hole.
Like it's
Ellie.
a hole, like all the way through kind of hole.
Like just a little teeny tiny little hole.
How far away is 3? Do I hear them
Oh
yelling?
yeah, you can definitely, yeah.
I
Even with
looked
your
at,
old lady ears.
I looked to Rahadin and I go, "Oh, excuse me, I'm being summoned. Just give me a moment." And I toddle towards where 3 is.
And he turns to you, Caleb, and continues delivering his lecture, assuming that you're interested and not really
Now that they're
caring if you're not.
alone.
I look at you 3 and go, "Yeah,
We'll
Yes.
come back to that.
yeah, that'll be interesting." Yes, dear. What can I do for you?
There's a hole here.
She looks at you, trying to put together what exactly you want from her, and she goes, "Oh,
Can you transform into a caterpillar?
not a caterpillar per se. I'm not sure what even the smallest thing that I can transform into is.
Maybe a snake?
I will
Something that
say
can-
this is a very small hole. Like you would not be able to fit a finger through this hole. This is something
Oh.
that like
I'm thinking like an ant. Can you become an ant?
Is it polymorph?
Wild shape.
Hmm.
Where's my usual list that I use? No, that's not that. This
Mouse could squeeze through. It just needs to be smaller than its like whiskers, I think, like a cat.
This is not a mouse-sized hole, even if it is squeezy.
Yeah, I've got a rat, but that's not gonna work.
That's gonna be too big.
Poisonous snake, flying snake. I don't know how small, how thin those are.
They're mostly just muscle. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
And the
is not a-
wall,
This is not a
It's-
go-through hole.
it's like a sturdy wall.
Yeah, crack that
It's-
bitch open.
Hear
It's
me
a little.
out.
It's a very sturdy wall.
Elephant. Nay, motherfucker.
I will remind you, Ellie, you do have a little spider in your possession.
I sure do.
For the Spider Queen.
Sure do. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, who's the deity that he worships? Is it Loth?
Lolf.
Yeah.
LOLTH. For
I'm
Lolf.
gonna go. One moment, dear, and I'm gonna reach into my pocket and I'm gonna pull out my lantern that I keep the spider in, who's eaten all the other centipedes that I collected.
Yeah, gone. And the spider's a little bit bigger.
Yeah. And
He's
I
grown
go
a little bit.
and I open the door and I hold my hand out for him to jump onto it.
Oh, he jumps onto your hand.
And I cast Speak with Animals on myself, and I go, "Is it time to
Is it?
Not yet, dear. I have an assignment for you, though.
I will enslave the surface elves for my queen.
Maybe another day. I do have a task for you, though, if you're willing to help. I did feed you all of those delicious little centipedes.
Tasty snacks.
Mhm.
So much blood. So much
Yes.
blood for the spider queen.
Yes, absolutely. You see that hole in the wall?
Mhm.
I'd like you to wiggle in through, look around, and then come back and tell me what you see. Please.
I will conquer this hole for the spider queen.
Yes, for the Spider Queen, of course.
And if you hold up your hand,
Spider Queen conquering holes.
she will crawl off of your hand and through the little hole, and you hear a tiny squeaky little yell. Where?
Yep.
There are walls, and there's a crack in the wall.
Can you go through the crack, dear? See what's inside? Please?
And you hear silence for a moment, as the spider makes her way through, and after a little while comes back to the hole in the wall you're standing in front of. I did not see any of my brethren. Where does it go again?
Huh?
The walls are thick, but there's a room on the other side.
Oh, did you see what was inside of it?
Where does it lead to? There were. Let me find my which page so I can give you correct information. There are big wooden containers. I don't know the containers because I'm just a little spider. but big round things made of wood.
How big? Do they look like I could fit inside of them? Or my friend, the robot? They fit inside of them?
You could probably fit inside one.
Perhaps barrels then.
Big round wooden things. And it smells sweet in there. And I am going to conquer it in the name of my mistress.
Oh, I would rather you come back to me, dear.
If I come back, do you promise we will subjugate the whole surface together?
Yes,
In the
and
name
I
of my
promise.
queen?
Yes, I promise. And I will also make sure you still get more buggies to eat.
Okay. Yes, 3.
I want to know as we head back up the stairs, because I don't think I can really break down the wall, if there's another wall heading up.
Oh, if you go up the stairs. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. You do not see a wall blocking the way up the stairs. Right?
Remembering like the way that the castle looked from the outside, I feel like is this safe to assume that this large spiral staircase is the tower, like the tall tower? That's the vibe I'm getting.
I think that would be a reasonable assumption.
Okay. Because I'm just curious about what would be on that wall. But I guess I will sullenly, but not really because I'm a robot, return to Kellum with...
And we are going to quickly go to... Before the two of you arrive back, Calum, you and Rahadin are alone in this room, in the chapel, as he's talking to you. You're also muted. As
Percy's
he's telling...
there.
Well, Percy's there too.
Yeah, that's what I said, with Percy.
Yes, Percy's there too. Percy is kind
Wait.
of like examining the statues and things, and actually seems to be interested in the lecture.
Nerd.
Oh my god. He's so cute.
You know he reads books about the fall of Rome.
Oh no.
He's so El Jefe coded.
He's quiet. He reads the same kind of books.
He's nice. He puts up with my shit.
Did I
It's
accidentally
just
make Jeff? I love you, Jeff. But yeah, unless you interrupt him, Rahadin is just going to continue to talk about the history of stonework in Barovia.
Do you have any books?
Yes,
Perhaps
we have
collection of rare books.
Rare books. We certainly have collections around this place. Books
That's what I'd be most interested in. Books that perhaps only exist in Barovia, or books that you've written yourself, things that haven't graced the eyes of the public or, others.
I suppose I could see if there is I could take you to the accounting room. There's books there if you'd like.
I don't need to know your finances. I want to know.
Well, I'm.
Does Strahd have a personal diary we could read?
What a casual ask.
See, this is why he likes you all. You're all very, very bold. No, I'm not going to lead you directly to Strahd's personal diary.
Which means that it does exist. Good to know. Thank you.
What?
Dumbass.
You've met him. Do you really expect a man like that to not be recording absolutely all of the things he does?
No.
No, that makes sense.
No, that tracks.
Percy,
Yes?
how you doing?
I'm a little confused.
About what?
About why we're not just fighting this guy? That's what I thought.
I knew I liked you. I thought the same thing. The others seem to really want to take in what's going on, and it's very uncanny, isn't it?
I mean, I don't mind it. I think we possibly, if we can, I bet if you can sweet talk him a little bit, you might be able to get some more information out of him.
Think we can angle for a threesome? I'm not going to exclude you.
I'm good, but if
you like watching.
I never said that.
That's
like,
fine.
Listen,
There's a few chairs we could put across the room.
I mean, I trust you if you wanna honeypot this guy.
Oh, yes.
You know,
That's some fucking nasty honey.
Form of dread. No, I'm just kidding.
you know, if you know, Caleb, I trust you enough that if you need to work a little charm on this guy to maybe get some more information, like I'm not gonna stand in your way. I might not watch, but I won't. I trust you know what you're doing.
I'll lean forward and go, but I love an audience. And I'll whip my head around and turn around and go, so, Ruidian.
Rahadin.
Great start.
What other books do you have? Do you write yourself? Are you a writer?
Beyond a simple journal, I'm not really much of a writer myself. I have cataloged Strahd's when I don't get bored.
What keeps you so preoccupied? And I'll kind of inch towards him, closing the distance with every question just slowly. Yeah.
I have Strahd to tend to, and
Ellie's shaking their head.
Strahd keeps me rather busy. You know, I have to keep an eye on things around Barovia, check in on spies, manage adventurers. I do a number of things.
That sounds so taxing. How do you must have such fortitude and resilience to be able to really put up with so much.
Well,
and then we come here and you've given us this wonderful tour around all kinds of things.
Well, and do you hear that haunting melody?
Yeah. Roommate popping off.
Whoever's singing is beautiful.
Yeah, the
voice.
mic sensitivity has
cranked up.
Yeah, the mic sensitivity has like totally cranked. Your mic wasn't ready for that. Well, you know, I've forgotten the question that Randall asked me.
I said with such resiliency and such you know fortitude that you have, taking on all of these responsibilities and then shepherding us around, showing us these things, and keeping us safe. Protection is important.
Yes, well, it's all in a day's work, serving my master.
How do you like serving?
I like serving Strahd.
Oh, sure.
And with that, we're gonna flit over to Lil.
So much disappointment.
Lil, who is here in the what is that, 78? Who is here in the what the fuck's this room called?
Brazier room.
Brazier-
Remember the
yes.
bra room.
The bra
Raw room.
Yeah.
Up
Brazier.
doom.
Brazier? Is it a Brazier? Brazier. I think it's Brazier. I think I've been saying
Brazier.
it wrong. Well, I think brazier
Yes.
sounds fancier. So I'm going to continue to say brazier. I don't care if that means broth.
Listen, Evelyn, this is your world. We'll just live in on it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's just one cup with fire in the middle.
Is it my
It is your turn, Lil, and you've been presented with these colorful orbs around this brazier.
I'm gonna write down what it says in my book,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go up these stairs because I sure as fuck don't know what it means.
Okay, so up 70 feet to map 11. Okay, 72. 72. Oh.
Honestly, we should be casting. This is so above table, but if orange leads to the castle peak and we have a card that says, the card says, and I quote, putting this together because brain just turned on for a second. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand it. Go to a place of dizzying hearts. The stone itself is alive. You're literally casting a stone. It's alive, and it's Castle's Peak. You do you, but maybe that's something to come back to at some point.
That's why I wrote it down because I don't know what it means. Like in character, I don't know what it means.
Yeah, no, I feel
Yeah.
I feel that. I just also had an epiphany.
You're the smart character. I am not.
Yeah,
You became him smart. That's so cute.
I did pick up on that the second that they found the brazier. I was like, oh, there we go.
Well, Lil, you go up the stairs and let's see at yeah, you would see the door from this side. You do see a if I can have the right tool, a secret door. Well, on your side, coming up the stairs, it's not so secret. But you enter into the room.
Okay.
This shadowy room is in perfect order. A great table stands here with its chair, inkwell, and quill set carefully in place. Lances, swords, and shields that bear the Barovian crest are hung neatly on the dark oak-paneled walls.
I'm gonna look around the desk and stuff.
You look through the desk. Give me a perception.
Okay, one sec. I gotta pull up this thing and then use perception. Is Foundry gonna be nice? Yes, it is. 24.
24. I can't. I need to. Give me this one. This one's okay. With a 24, you notice a couple of things. You look around the desk. And you find a couple of like pieces of paperwork in one of the drawers. And you quickly get the sense this is Rahadin's office.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, you quickly get the sense that this is the Chamberlain's office. And you also see a shadow lurking in the corner of the room, seeming to appear in different corners at different times. Almost as if it's watching you.
I can't read that, Sarah. I'm gonna
Says Sarah, you have a new friend suggestion, and the friend suggestion is from Hartford DL Chubby Bottom.
Okay.
So Lisa, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna address it and be like, "Hey, are you good? Do you need to pass on to the next life? Like, what's going on?"
And you see a shadow demon sort of come out of the darkness and sort of loom over you. And it speaks directly into your mind and says, I have been instructed not to kill you yet.
Keyword being yeah, got it. I'll leave you alone then, and I'm gonna bolt out the door over here.
So fair.
I know better
and-
than to fuck with shadow demons. Thanks.
Yes. You enter the next hall. This 30-foot square room is a shambles. Scattered furniture lies in heaps near the walls. Broken bones lie scattered amid crumpled and crushed plate armor. Shields and swords jut out from the walls as if driven into them by some tremendous force. 2 doors stand opposite one another in the center of the north wall and the south wall. You came from the north. A dark archway leads out through the east wall.
Okay. I'm gonna go through the door.
Okay. You go into ooh. I'm not grabbing a second book right now. Fuck that. Dark
I don't like
Stain-
that.
There are 2
Why?
books.
Why would you need to
When did their
book?
Sometimes it's like, I'm not going to tell you what's up. You have to go look it up in the DM's guide. Dark stains cover the floor of this area. Large oak tables, scarred and beaten, lie scattered like toys about the room, their wood crushed and splintered. Replacing them are furnishings made entirely of human bones. The walls and the 20-foot high vaulted ceiling are a sickly yellow color, not because of faded or time-worn plaster, but because they are adorned with bones and skulls arranged in a morbidly decorative fashion, giving the room a cathedral-like quality. 4 enormous mounds of bones occupy the corners of this ossuary, and garlands of skulls extend from these mounds to a chandelier of bones that hangs from the ceiling above a long table constructed of, you guessed it, bones in the center of the room. 10 chairs made of bones and festooned with decorative skulls surround the table, resting atop which is an ornate bowl-shaped vessel made of yet more bones. The doors to the north and south are sheathed in bone, but the steel-banded double doors in the center of the east wall are not. Above these eastern doors is mounted the skull of a dragon.
Yes.
Yes!
Worth it for all the bones.
Oh god. Oh
Snag
god.
that shit. Snag that shit.
Stealthily take that shit. Do not activate a trap.
Hang on.
It is big. It is
Yep.
How long does
Enlarge,
this
reduce.
last?
it is a big old dragon skull.
It's an enlarge reduce only lasts for 1 minute.
Cast it a lot.
Better fly fast.
But I do. Oh. Nope, that doesn't work. Fuck.
You can do it. I believe in you, Lisa.
So I'm gonna try and lift the motherfucker, I guess.
What is your strength score?
Didn't I tell y'all it was a 9, so it has a negative 1 already?
It's a 9. Okay.
Oh god, I wish I was with you right now. Fuck.
That's
Match
crazy.
The hardest dungeon is splitting the party 3 ways.
That's why. That's kind of the other reason why I went back. It's in character for 3 to leave, but I was like, no.
Yeah.
3's so over it. He's so mad.
So
angry right now.
give me a athletics check. It is going to be a high DC.
Well, the fact that I can only roll up to a 19 does not help. But we're gonna try with regular dice because fuck Foundry.
True.
That is a whole 17.
You try to lift it off of the thing, but it's about the same size as you, and most certainly weighs more than you do.
Wait, how tall is the ceilings in here?
The ceilings in this room are 20 foot high.
I'm going to summon my shield guardian to me. I know it's gonna take him a minute to get to me, but he's gonna come down those stairs.
Okay. Okay. So where did you last leave the shield guardian?
It was in the organ room because that's when I said I had to go to the little phase room.
Okay. You command the shield guardian to come to you. Can
Little shield guardian.
You
Let me
command the
see.
shield guardian to come.
he goes
Oh shit!
that way?
I think I know what this is.
He goes here. I gotta look at something real quick.
Not allowed.
Oh my god. Why do you
Oh my god.
does everything
And
have
you
to be
did it at my
complicated?
birthday party.
And you did it at my birthday party.
Oh my god.
At least, yeah, that would be that thing would definitely qualify. You begin to hear the sound of the heavy footsteps coming down the stairs. And as it gets to about the floor that you are on, you hear a kadoosh,
Ah shit.
and the shield guardian does not show up.
I mean, technically, if I'm calling it to me, he still has to come to me, according
has
to
to-
his
he has
bound
to-
feature.
He has to try,
Yep.
and I need more information before I can tell you if he's successful.
Oh my god, what do I need to roll?
It is actually, I have to do a shit ton of reading.
Did he break the ground? Did he break through the floor?
We'll find out next time on Curse of Strahd.
No!
That is where we're going to end tonight's session. Caleb in the midst of seducing Rahadin with Percy's blessing. 3 and Ellie.
Am I the only one who saw that?
What
I
happened?
can't be the only one who saw that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What was it? I'm opening the stream right now. No, it already happened. Did someone clip it?
I don't
Darn.
understand either. I also don't know what's
missed
going
it.
on.
I'm gonna
Well,
rewind this stream.
Randall, that was just you and me, buddy. We shared a moment.
That was.
Miss, I'm
that
gonna
was
watch
just
that
for
clip
you.
later. Thank you, bud.
It's a shame we don't have the red parts. Anyway.
It's okay.
Thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you all for watching. This was a super fun session. Remember to be kind, to love one another, and we'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.